So I have with me in studio today two Marys. Actually, there's a Mary Kamante and actually a Mary Ann Hajar. So I'm going to start with Mary Kamante.
Yes.
So Mary, you are 19 years old.
Yeah.
And you've had to live through a very grueling experience of cyberbullying by your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe just walk us through that. Like, what did he do to you?
So it's just this dating period and stuff. And then, yeah, we reached a point we were supposed to take a break, right? Like, let's just stop this and try something else. And then I moved on, and I assumed that he moved on practically. But then I'm in school one day, and then my friend is calling me and telling me, hey, do you have an Instagram account with this name? And I'm like, no, I only have my Instagram account. And then she's like, no, wait, let me send you the name, then you go check out. So apparently what he did, you know, when you're dating and stuff, you know, it's your boyfriend and you have to like share stuff. So yeah, we were sharing photos. And so he went and opened an Instagram account and put the name there. So it was more of like a pornographic page, let's say, and he placed my photos there. And then
so the intimate pictures that you had been sharing to him?
Yes, they were supposed to be personal, but then he decided to make them public for everybody. And then he also opened a WhatsApp group that I didn't know about, and there were people actually commenting and saying stuff. So it was like having even like about 18K followers that I did not know about. So I'm working and people are looking at me, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, I'm just living my own life. They thought it was me, but it was him functioning the account. So people are sending DMs and comments thinking it's you, but it's not you.
Did you report him to the different social media platforms?
No, I actually didn't.
Did you know that it's something that you could do, report this person as either violating your privacy?
I knew, but then I was like, I tried calling him, and then nikamuuliza, what's all this all about? And then he didn't even have the guts to face me.
You know, and earlier on you said that when you're 19, you have a boyfriend, you know the kind of pictures you have to.
Yeah.
And I want to give you some tough love here, and especially to all the girls out there. When you're 19, that boyfriend that you're with, unless he's your husband, and even at 19, you have no business having a husband, and also you have no business sending those types of photos to any boy.
Yeah.
Before he's your husband. And I'm sorry that he did that to you, but at the same time, there is a lesson there. Do you take the lesson?
Yeah, I learned the lesson.
So right now, I want to rope in Philip Ogola, who is a digital expert. So Philip, you've had Mary's experience, and like I asked her earlier, she should have known that it was within her right to actually report that particular account because it was violating her privacy.
Mary's case is actually known as revenge pornography. Revenge pornography happens when probably your ex-boyfriend or your husband or one of your friends actually posts your intimate photos. And I really want to advise the audience and the viewers, if you're going to be in love with someone, there's one rule of the thumb: social media. Social media and intimate photos, it's a no. Because at one point in time, you may have issues with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and then they may leave the photos online. So in Mary's case, there are actually two options. One is actually to use the law. There's a law, and Kenyans, we are actually famous. I think Jimmy Gate has actually explained it. We are famous to use social media as the law. It's not the law. There's an existing law. You can actually go report. They actually cyber laws which are working. It's actually cat assassination, impersonation, and actually invading on her privacy. So that's number one. Number two is actually to report the person. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, right now, I have a very functional tool which is called a report tool. Once you report someone, they can actually lose their account.
So Mary, if I had to ask you today, has that profile been taken down, the one that has your pictures?
Yeah, it's like some few months, like last year. So yeah, it's like done. It's a done deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this ex-boyfriend, did he since apologize to you?
He was enough not to say anything and go MIA. So I think I just learned a lesson, and it was a lesson to like most girls. Like, that is what these guys want when they're like far away. They want you to send them photos that will make them happy, but you don't even think about ourselves. That's the most worst experience. There are very many victims, and it's not only me. I've had experiences with most of my friends actually, and I'm like, okay guys, let's talk. I know like we're not supposed to do this, and it's like personal, but let's do it. But it actually happens, and it's.
And just to clarify, you are 19 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask the audience, because I have both males and females. And let's be real. Girls, who here has sent that type of a picture to their boyfriend? Because they felt that, oh, it's something that everybody does.
Can I flip your question? As Digital Humanitarian, we've been to over 100 schools, mentoring over 10,000 students. And it's a big problem. And like the case we're handling recently in a school, it's actually a Form 2 student had sex with a university student who discreetly recorded the session. So now she's being blackmailed to actually sex. If you don't have sex with me, it's actually going to be leaked online.
I'll release the sex tape.
So there are actually various fronts. Like one of the ways is now revenge pornography. The other ways is now when, I believe all of us take selfies. I believe all of us take photos of ourselves. Avoid taking photos of yourself. Because if you do, you lose your phone, you lose your laptop. Are you comfortable with the content being public?
So it all comes back down to how you as an individual can protect your own privacy.
Yeah.
And especially privacy when it comes to nude pictures, nude material. And back to my question, girls, who is sharing, who here knows of a friend or they've done it themselves? No shame. Boys, who has received those type of pictures? Maybe that's a better question to ask. So I'm gonna ask my audience that question off camera. So right now we'll have to take a very quick break. Don't go too far, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Real Talk. Tonight we are raising awareness about cyberbullying, definitely a vice that we must get rid of, and it really starts by all of us being responsible when we are behind the keyboard. Philip was able to put an element of cyberbullying into perspective for us. So as somebody who literally is an expert in the digital world, what is the line that we must all be cautious of and know that if I go beyond this line, I can get sued? I'm being a horrible human being because you're being mean to another person. So what is that one line?
I think I'll just tell the audience here and the viewers, any post you put out there can actually put you in court. Anything you delete can actually be retrieved. As you're speaking right now, there's one guy who went on a trolling spree on a girl online on Twitter, and he was sued. It's not a court case. So I just want to tell guys that there's a very thin line between making humor, memes, and the reality. As digital humanitarian, every day we deal with like 4 to 6 cases of suicide. And today it's quite sad that I lost one of my clients. So you being behind the keyboard, you impersonating someone, you going beyond, like what Jimmy has actually said. Depression is actually flared up by bullying online. And social media gives us the false sense of anonymity. I can, like what his boyfriend did, he formed a different account to actually attack another person. But do you know the dangers, the effects it has? You know, like now when you bully someone, like now Jimmy's example is actually perfect. Strangers actually bully you, they don't even know you. So you find 68,000, a million guys all talking about you. They don't even know you.
It's a lot for one person.
Yes. So imagine now, it's now worse now when it goes now to SMS, it goes to WhatsApp. It now becomes a family thing where they're like, hey, what's up with you? So you find now someone now sinks into depression and they have no one to talk to. You know, people around you, everyone is laughing at you. Many of them opt to kill themselves. You
know, talking of that, because next to you we have Marianne Harji, and Marianne, you've actually been a victim of cyberbullying.
Yeah.
And it's something that affected even your own personal self-confidence.
Yeah.
So maybe just share with us your experience, because looking at you, you're a gorgeous girl.
While I was younger, I was too puffy. I was too big. You know, the big child who is always ridiculed in class by the classmates and stuff. So from when I was young, I had that esteem that I wasn't good enough. I was ugly. I was too big, you know, all that in my mind. So I went to high school and I discovered Facebook in 2011. So I was just a ghost reader, you know, the fun of Facebook when you are 14 or 15. So after that, in 2013, I posted my first picture. I used to post my eyes. Then people are like, why are you posting your eyes? Post your whole body, we want to see you. I'm like, hey, if I post my whole body, they will say I'm too big because I was 98 kgs back then. You know, yeah, dude, yeah, I was 98 kgs. When I was 17, 16, I was too big. So I started posting my eyes. Then I'm like, I have cute eyes, you know how you want to get that social media hype, the Facebook hype and stuff. But then I had that personality whereby what people said affected me, like it really affected me. Anything that
You were
a
not
person
confident.
says, yeah,
That's
I
what it
wasn't,
was.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had an esteem issue since I was a toddler, young, so young. My own friend, my best friend used to tell me I'm ugly and dark because most of the people from my community are beautiful. So I used to feel that way. And when I finished high school, I posted my pic, but then I slightly showed off my blow-dried hair in Facebook. So my close friend tagged, the tag which was like, at so-and-so, come see this one. At so-and-so, so it trended. Like, you Muslim, you trying, it was just like a strand of hair, little piece of hair of my hair. Yeah, I didn't really mean, I just wanted to show that, the hype of being a teenage. I have good hair. So that's how it went, and I deactivated my account for some time, but then I became a ghost follower. And then a few months after, I uninstalled Facebook. So I went to Instagram. And I love writing. I write a lot. So I started writing a lot in Facebook, putting some quotes, Instagram, putting quotes and stuff. Then one day I put my picture, my face. And then someone was like, you're gorgeous. That's that's the first comment that really hit me. I'm like, hey, so I'm gorgeous. It really felt good. But then I'm not photogenic, I'm photophobic. I hate pictures because it gives me nightmares of the days I sank into depression because of that. Nowadays, I changed my personal Twitter account into Digital Help Depression Kenya, where what I do is like I comment on people who are suffering from depression, trying to encourage them to hold on, that they are not alone, we are also there. I moved out from that stage 3 months ago. I said enough is enough. I really need to get myself together because no one else will.